Why don't you fucking start with me? Okay, we are up and running.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another.
Please do not address
Nerd-
this unit in that manner.
You can play that game, jackass.
Some shit for you. You'll see we've got 4 this time. We have a special guest. I would say I'll let you guys guess who is in the box with us, but it's kind of very, very fucking easy to tell. That's my brother. No, I'm kidding. That's John's brother.
So people keep telling me.
Yeah. Dad's got some heavy genes from what we hear. So we are gonna. Last time we started with good news, bad news, and then got into Star Wars. We're doing the opposite this time. We're gonna finish off Star Wars. We're gonna give the prequels a good run. We're talking about Mandalorian. We're gonna talk about Book of Boba Fett, and then talk about the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which I forgot to put between 3 and 4 when we went over Rogue One. Acolyte. And then, and that should be it for Star Wars, as far as I know. Andor, as well, in the Ahsoka series. And then we're going to get into our good news, bad news of the week. So with that, let's jump into Movie 7, The Force Awakens. 2015, it's Christmas Day, and boom, Star Wars is back. And the trailers looked so damn good. The trailers were there. That movie, in all honesty, I think what really irritates me about the prequels is that movie set up so much that they did not touch on again. I will say that. There was a lot that they added into that movie that would have done so wonderful. They didn't touch on again. Of course, the iconic line from Han Solo as they get back on board the Millennium Falcon. Chewie, we're home. God, it still hits. Every time I hear it, it still sends chills down my arm. I get the goosebumps. Man, I love that scene. I love that line. It's very beautiful. It feels, it's very much a coming back to Star Wars as well for the Star Wars fans. For the younger crowd that came up with those movies, that were raised with those movies, sit down, shut up. That line didn't hit as hard for you as it did for us. All right? First of all. But we meet Rey, a scavenger, kind of, a nomad, on a planet called Jakku, which, if you ask me, looks a lot like Tatooine. That's neither here nor there. And one of the people that Rey is selling to in this movie, funny enough, is Star Trek alum Simon Pegg in a fucking giant-ass fucking alien suit. Who, lo and behold, we'll find out later, owns the Millennium Falcon some way, somehow. We find out it was stolen. Rey then steals the Millennium Falcon back, runs into Han and Chewie, before that, we meet Finn, or FN 2187, as his stormtrooper number is, with Poe, who finds himself caught as a prisoner of war on a First Order Star Destroyer, and he has to escape. Finn, finally realizing the evils of the Empire, or the First Order, I should say, decides he's going to fuck off and get out of there. He doesn't know what he's going to do afterwards, but he's going to join this rebel pilot, and they're going to find themselves on some weird-ass planet that looks like if Mustafar had cooled down about 400 degrees. And a beautiful relationship blossoms there between those two as they try to figure out their way off of this planet and back to the rebellion. We then, of course, meet up with Rey with the Millennium Falcon and Han and Chewie. They run into Poe and Finn somewhere along the way, and then we get to the big part of the story. We go to fight the First Order, and Kylo Ren. We get to meet him for the first time. And what does Kylo Ren do? He kills Han Solo. And for older Star Wars fans, fuck that. We're swearing off the series. This is it. We're done. No, thank you. I'll walk out now. I don't need to see the rest of this movie. But some of us did stick around because we had a better conscience. Let's see how this plays out. We destroy this Death Star type thing that has weather on it, to where it can be icy and indoor-y. It can look like Hoth, it can look like indoor, it can look like Yavin 4, but it's a giant fucking Death Star. Bigger, way bigger than the last two. But we blow it up a lot easier than the first one. But, that's beside the point. Chewie's heartbroken, we're heartbroken. We go get back on the Millennium Falcon with our crew, or no, Poe and Chewie go back to the Millennium Falcon to get it ready. Rey and Finn go to fight Kylo Ren. Rey gets the ever-loving shit beat out of her. So Finn picks up the lightsaber. And now this is where I'll say they should have added that he was force sensitive. Because yes, Han ignited Luke's lightsaber to cut over the Tauntaun. That's all he did. It was a real quick slicing motion. Then, however, with no training with the lightsaber whatsoever,
yeah, Han
his own,
uses it as like a pocket knife. He's like, I'm gonna just real quick, and then, but like rewatching the sequels, watching Finn wield it, he's way too. He had training. He had training.
He had to. Yeah.
Like, and that is a slight problem I do have with the sequels.
I will say the training he could have had. We find out later that First Order stormtroopers have this little gun that has a little plasma blade on it as well that they can wield around, kind of like a lightsaber. Maybe that's where his training comes from.
Maybe.
We're never told. Go outside breathing. But that's sorry. That's my guess on it. As far as Finn's concerned. But either way it goes, the potential for him to be force sensitive is there. And I think it would have been really cool because, again, as we know from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, you have the what are they called? Third sister, first brother,
Inquisitors.
Inquisitors, yeah.
Inquisitors, thank you. We have the Inquisitors hunting down anyone that's force sensitive. Of course, they did not succeed, considering we have Rey, who becomes force sensitive. We have other Jedi that are becoming force sensitive. They did not succeed in hunting down all of them. We also know from the clone troopers, okay, we get the clone troopers, and they're the very first stormtroopers, and eventually they start dying off. They get old, they retire. Now we have to figure out how we're going to get our massive army. We're just going to, you can enlist. We want you for the Imperial Army. Same thing happens with the First Order. We want you for the First Order Army.
Or it's conscription as well. The Empire will just conscript people into being a stormtrooper or into the service or whatever it's called.
So, who's to say that you can't have a stormtrooper that's force sensitive that doesn't fucking know because they've never really given a fucking thought to it, but they can predict things that's happening before they happen.
But they do kind of touch on this later on with the force and that they just don't know about it.
Yeah.
In the third movie, with the other introduction to the other stormtroopers that we see, ex-stormtroopers that we see. So they do kind of talk about it a little bit, about Finn feeling it and how he knows and what it feels like and those kinds of things. So you could argue that, but I don't know. I wish that they would have given a little bit more to that.
ass kicked, and then Rey's able to come back and finishes off the battle with Kylo Ren before Kylo Ren escapes. They get on the Millennium Falcon and boom, to the Rebellion they go, where they meet General Leia Organa. Of course, Carrie Fisher reprising her role. We get to see R2-D2, but R2-D2 is, of course, shut down in this period. We get to see C-3PO. C-3PO is worse for wear. R2 looks a little worse for wear. And that little punk-ass BB-8's like, I got this. No, the fuck you don't. Sit down. Fucking beach ball looking motherfucker. Sorry.
R2's really looking worse for wear because he's shut down for like almost the entire movie.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you have, we realize that something that Rey has is a map to Luke Skywalker, to find Luke Skywalker, and we need Luke back. We need a Jedi that knows what the fuck he's doing to take on Kylo Ren. And there it is, the end of the movie. Rey's on this island, going up to this island with Luke's lightsaber in hand, and not his green one. No. His blue one that he lost in Cloud City. That he got from his father, who lost it on Mustafar, when Obi-Wan decided, no limbs for you. How the fuck she got it back? How this little creature got it back and gave it to them, beyond me. They never really explained that plot point either, but whatever. It's cool to see. I will say that. It was cool to see.
Originally, there was supposed to be like a scene in the beginning of the movie where it shows Luke's severed hand just with the lightsaber just kind of floating in space there. But they took it out due to like the scene being too... Oh hell! Like
not Disney.
Too like graphic or too dark or something along those lines.
Too dark for Disney.
Yeah.
Pegging's not new to me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
He hands him his lightsaber back, and of course, Luke Skywalker or Mark Hamill gets a standing ovation in every theater without saying a single fucking line in this movie. That's basically Force Awakens in a nutshell. There's more to it. There's a lot more to it. It's a really good film. Like I said, I enjoyed the fuck out of Force Awakens for what it was and everything it set up. And that's where, some of my qualms come from the other two movies. But again, I do enjoy them for what they are as well. Let's get into the next one. I haven't seen it in forever, but I know the first part of the movie, we open up with Luke Skywalker drinking blue titty milk.
Not to mention, he takes his old lightsaber, his father's lightsaber, and just fucking chucks it over his goddamn shoulder and is like, fuck you.
I'll be right back, guys. Hold on.
And then he drinks some...
I think my favorite part is it looking over at Rey like, you want some too?
Right? Like, he's drinking the titty milk, he's like, you gotta try this shit, it's good.
Right from the teat and everything, bro. A delicacy.
Must be if he's enjoying it that much.
No, I literally saw like a TikTok the other day that said basically the Luke we wanted, and it was like him going fucking ham and whatever they did to like DH him. Where did they DH him in
Mandalorian?
Mandalorian? Yeah. Okay. I haven't seen Mandalorian. I have tried. I cannot get through like the first.
So good.
I can't get through the first. So good. It's so slow, dude. It is
kind of a slow burn at the start.
No.
I remember like everybody was watching it, and I'm like, I don't know. This just seems.
And maybe that's part of my problem too, because I am not one of those people that if somebody obsesses over something,
right,
I'm not gonna fucking watch it. I'm literally not, like, unless I know I'm gonna like it, like, right off the gate.
Like, it took me till season 2 came out that I finally started watching it.
Right. No, and that's
yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like for example, Hannah has been trying to get me to watch Has Been Hotel for like 2 seasons now, and I just won't.
Fair.
I love her to
It's
death,
not
but
everybody's cup of tea. I'll give
I
it that.
Yeah.
I enjoy
no,
it, but I don't like
it's honestly
fawn
just when
over it like
people
some
get
people do.
Mhm.
super hyper focused on things that like it can either be a good thing or a bad thing.
Hmm.
And I think with Mandalorian for me it was a bad thing.
Yeah.
It was like being shoved down my throat. And I'm still trying to fight that now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's still not my favorite. But we're trying.
Mhm.
I'm not a fan of a lot of the stuff they've done TV show wise, at least. I liked
Right.
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan was really good.
Yeah, I
Obi-Wan
liked
was phenomenal. Oh my goodness.
I haven't seen. We talked about this last week. I haven't seen the new animated Darth Maul. I haven't
I
seen
haven't either.
Andor.
Neither have I.
Shadow Lord.
Maul
I
Shadow
have not
Lord.
watched
Yeah,
Andor
that's it.
now.
I do want to check out Maul Shadow Lord though, because that looks
I do.
good.
It looks good.
I do too. I'm excited about that one. What's the,
I, would,
there's a couple other. I haven't seen Ahsoka either.
I haven't seen Ahsoka yet
Ahsoka was
either.
pretty good.
Was
It was
it?
pretty good. It was all right. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10,
Solid
maybe
7
a
out of 10.
6.5.
Solid.
It's
Yeah.
pretty good. It's pretty
Yeah.
good. It's
Oh,
passable at the very
did
least.
you get a chance to check out that book I recommended last week?
No, I did not, dude.
Okay.
This week has been fucking
Yeah,
hell.
no, I totally get it.
Yeah.
I was just like, if you had time, like, I want to see if you ended up like looking at it, checking it out.
Yeah, no. Send me
Uh,
after we get off. Like, did you send it in chat?
I don't think I sent it in chat. I'll
Yeah,
find a
send it
link
in
for
chat.
it. Do you want like the audiobook link or?
I mean, if you have it, sure.
You're talking about Death Troopers?
Yeah, Death Troopers.
Ah, great book.
He's got the
Oh my
physical
goodness.
copy. I have the audiobook.
I do.
The audiobook is so good because it's like fully soundtracked and sound effect. Like it's fucking cool. Like let me pull it up here real quick.
Great
It's just
book.
so
Holy
good.
shit.
Yeah, no. He was telling me about it last week, and I was like, "That sounds like it would be right up my fucking alley."
It is. It is so right up your
It's
alley.
great.
So that's
yeah,
the Audible link for it.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's I think that if you want to buy it on Audible, it's like $15. Let me find the physical copy on like Amazon or something. Because yeah, the book is it's just so good. It's a really, really good story.
It is. It's probably the first book I've read since high school.
Okay.
It might have been the only book I read in high school too.
Right?
Valid.
But yeah, like if you want the paperback or the Kindle version, it's like $10.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
I think I got it like with one of my Audible credits. Like I had an Audible membership, and I just got it with one of my credits or something like that. And like I listened to it, and it was good. I'm not usually a fan of like horror and stuff, as you know, but it was good.
Right.
It was really, really good. And
Okay,
I think
I'm
it
like
happens.
behind. I was
Jesse,
following
remind
on
me.
YouTube.
Does it happen after 4 or does it happen before?
I think it happens before. I think it's in between 3 and 4. Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Like it's. I want to say it's not too terribly far ahead of 4, but
yeah, if it happens ahead of 4, no, it wouldn't happen ahead of 4.
God damn it! Now I got to look it up.
I think it happens in between Solo and 4.
When does Death Troopers?
Because he's already with Chewie. He's already called Han
Death
Solo, which means
Troopers
it takes place after Solo.
No, It takes place 1 year before the events of A New Hope.
Yeah.
So it does feature Han and Chewie in it. And it is good. It is really, really good. Chris, if you want to check it out, the links are in chat.
Like you said, I'm following along on YouTube. I know, like, I'm a few seconds behind on everything, but following along on YouTube, so that I don't miss anything. No, but like, speaking of in between 3 and 4, I want to go back. I want to talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi real quick. That show was phenomenal. First and foremost, we get Ewan McGregor back. We get Hayden Christensen back. Hayden Christensen not just as Darth Vader, but as Anakin Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
We get to see a little bit more of the training from the two. We get to see the Obi-Annie spin again, and you know, just in the training montages, back on Coruscant, back in the Jedi Temple, you know, some of the other fun things that they got to do, you know, just as Obi-Wan and Anakin, and enjoyed every fucking second of it.
That's mine.
We get to see Qui-Gon Jinn. We get to see at the very last episode, we got to see Liam Neeson reprise Qui-Gon Jinn for the first time in almost 20 years, or over 20 years at that point in time.
Almost.
Give me a Qui-Gon show.
Yes, I would love a Qui-Gon show.
I think
they did like a little bit with Tales of the Jedi or whatever it was. I think they did a little bit with Qui-Gon in one of the episodes.
I want to talk about, though, specifically with the Obi-Wan series, I want to talk about Vivian Lyra Blair. Of course, the little girl who plays little Leia. Like, we know Leia. We know who Leia becomes. We know her smart-ass attitude. We know she's 100% her father's daughter. Okay? When it comes between the two of them, Luke became Padme. Leia became Anakin. And Carrie Fisher carried Leia with her through everything that she did in and out of Star Wars. Carrie Fisher was Leia. She gave a voice and a face and everything to that character. Of course, there's been other Leia voice actors throughout the years and stuff like that, but no one quite hit as hard as Carrie Fisher. Vivian Lyra Blair comes up to play a little Leia. She's sneaking off into the woods to go play. She's friends with the droids. She doesn't see them as things. She sees them as people, as pals, as friends. And I just want to say I absolutely hate it for Vivian that she got to portray that after Carrie Fisher passed away and not before. Because I know damn well Carrie Fisher would give that little girl all the fucking flowers she deserves. And to all of the older fans that I have seen sit on this show and sit on that child, fuck you. Full stop. I'm not being nice about it. Because we got to meet Vivian Lyra Blair a couple years ago. It was right after the show aired. I bought the little Lola droid that you can get, and we took that. I bought it for my daughter, and we took it up to the convention to meet Vivian and have her sign it for Artemis. And Artie was like, "Oh my God, there's someone my size at one of these conventions. This is fucking awesome." We're going to see someone my size. So she has a field day. She just talked Vivian's ear off, and Vivian just ever so sweetly answering every goddamn question. And then Artie's like, "Do you want to come play with me?" And I'm like, "No, she's got to stay here and work." But, you know, I want to give, you know, an absolute, all my love to Vivian. She's such a sweet little girl and needs to be protected wholeheartedly. On TikTok there have been scenes with, she'll work a convention that Hayden Christensen is at, and they'll do a little father-daughter little duo thing, you know, they get the boost, you know, with the fans and stuff, and it's such the cutest fucking thing in the world to see those two interact. But yeah, like I said, I hate the fact that Carrie never got to see her. Like, it hurts every part of me that can't wait to get to see her.
Well,
But
she's watching from a better place.
Carrie on the other side is absolutely helping this little girl's career and helping, in making sure that everything turns out for her. The smart mouth that little Leia has, the little tips and tricks that little Leia has, I mean, it's just absolutely hilarious. Who gets Obi-Wan out of some sticky situations in the show as they make their travels? It's fucking hilarious to watch Leia portray, and of course, the moments where Ewan or Obi-Wan is telling Leia about her mother. They're talking for the sake of people around them to not, give themselves away, but he's very much talking about Padme to Leia and telling her about her mother. And those scenes it jerks every fucking tear. That show was just absolutely overwhelming with emotion. Emotion coming back to that point in the show, emotion to where we were going, what Obi-Wan was going through, and of course the Vader Obi-Wan fight where he sees Anakin's face after the mask breaks in that fight. And of course the line, "I am not your failure, Obi-Wan. Vader killed me. I killed Anakin, not you."
Killed Anakin.
God, the fucking
one of the hardest lines, and once again, it comes from fucking Darth Vader of all things.
Kill
right.
Skywalker.
Well, and another cool thing is, he also talks to Leia about Anakin a little bit, and that I'll admit kind of broke my heart to see, especially with that little conversation with Leia. And I think the Vader fight wasn't too far after that, if I'm remembering it correctly.
No, it wasn't. It was right around that same area.
So it makes that conversation hit just a bit harder than you would expect. So
he does break it down. Like, you talk about how Luke and Leia were kind of split, where Luke was more Padme and Leia was more Anakin, but Obi-Wan sits there and he says, "These are qualities of your mother, and these are qualities of your father."
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that. I don't know. That was a beautiful scene to see before. Yeah, that for sure.
Second season where we get to see Obi-Wan spend some time with Luke. I mean, I know that, the first season, of course, sets up the premise. Owen wants nothing to do with Obi-Wan. He blames Obi-Wan for Anakin's fall to the dark side. He blames Obi-Wan for Anakin's death,
and to a degree, Obi-Wan believes that too when Owen confronts him about that.
Yes. We see that again. The whole premise of the Obi-Wan show is Obi-Wan dealing with the feelings of, I failed him. This was my brother. This was my little brother, and I didn't do enough. And having those feelings, being a father myself, in times where I don't feel like I'm doing enough as a dad, really watching that show fucked me up sideways. Me and Hannah. Again, we've been going through the Star Wars. We're watching all of it. The stuff we have not seen, we're eventually going to get to for where its place is in the timeline. We started the Obi-Wan series again, and it still is gut wrenching. Even though I know what's going to happen, it's still just so fucking gut wrenching. I love the way they did it. Ewan's return to Obi-Wan. God, I can't talk enough good shit about that show. I think that. Okay. You save the shelf, please.
I am. In a bottle.
All right. But sorry, my train of thought. With that show is such a love letter to Star Wars. Versus everything else that Disney has put out with Star Wars. Everything else that Disney has put out with Star Wars feels like, yes, it is Star Wars. It is Star Wars. It's meant to entertain, but it's just furthering the story. And while Obi-Wan does further the story, don't get me wrong, it is such a love letter to the prequels. It is such a love letter to Obi-Wan and Anakin and those fans. It is such an absolute love letter to the original trilogy as well, when it deals with Owen and Luke and Leia and Bail Organa. You know, I such a passion project that I want more, and I don't know if we're gonna get it, but I want fucking more. We were teased the Force show of fucking Qui-Gon Jinn at the end. Give me more Qui-Gon Jinn Force shows with Obi-Wan. Let's get up to this. Let's get into Mando. You know, of course, is the after the sequels, after 7, 8, 9, I believe. Kind of where they're putting it. I'm not. You know, the timeline's fuzzy on it sometimes.
What is that?
But I believe it's after Mandalorian.
Mandalorian is after 4, 5, and 6.
After 4, 5, and 6.
So it's in between the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy.
Okay, all right. Well, Mandalorian follows Din Djarin, of course, and his whole thing is he's contracted to kill Baby Yoda, who then gets named Grogu, because the Sith want him dead, and then the sick Sith motherfucker not only wants him dead, but wants him prepared and cooked so that he can eat him, supposedly.
Well, I think a lot of what was going on with Grogu, Baby Yoda, is the Empire, the remnants of the Empire, wanted him for his Force abilities, cloning purposes. Is what they were. I think they were originally going after.
Yeah, that was something that Moff Gideon was big on. He wanted to create his own perfect troopers, and he used his own DNA, the technology from the Mandalorians, and Grogu's midichlorian count to make these clones of himself to try and make his perfect soldiers to retake the entire empire.
Which I'll admit, I thought that they were kind of tying it back to Rise of Skywalker, and they were trying to clone the Emperor. I thought that was originally the route they were going with it when it first came out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I said, Mandalorian. Like I said, the timeline was a little fuzzy, there at the beginning of it. But again, Mandalorian. Ben, you said it is very much a slow burn at the very start. It takes.
Yeah.
Honestly, it really takes that first season before it really picks up and gets somewhere. The Razor Crest, I enjoyed the ship, but when he got the N1 starfighter from Naboo, all freaking, roided out, basically.
And then, as soon as he sees it, what is one of the first things he says? Wizard. Fucking call back to the prequels, where this is Wizard. I think it's a callback to the first movie where Anakin says that.
Yeah.
And so Mando just sees it.
I don't know. Wizard.
As soon as they climb in and they take it for that test drive, there's just a little line, Grogu, this is where the fun begins.
Right? Like it is.
Mandalorian. We get to meet characters that we've talked about in Star Wars before. Some of them we've seen before. We've only seen them animated though, like Bo-Katan. We've seen Bo-Katan.
Well, Ahsoka too was introduced in The Mandalorian. The live-action Ahsoka was introduced.
Rosario Dawson plays Ahsoka, and they were kind of they were already teasing when they showed her. I believe they were already teasing that they were going to do an Ahsoka series, and then they threw her in as more or less a, hey, this is who we have casted, fill her out. kind of thing. And I'm kind of glad that they did that. I haven't seen Ahsoka yet. I've been wanting to, but I'm really glad that they did that because when we meet Ahsoka, excuse me, I don't think they could have done better casting than Rosario Dawson, personally.
I think they did really well. I think I'm the only one here who watched the Ahsoka show, and I thought they did a really good job with it. There were parts that were definitely a bit more of a drag, but for the most part, I thought it was a pretty good show. It's a solid watch.
Like I said, we're watching all the way through. Because I sat down and I was like, okay, babe, I haven't seen half of these. It's Star Wars week. We just got to talking about these. You want to do this? And she's like, I am so fucking game. The other thing we've skipped so far is Clone Wars because we've both seen Clone Wars in its entirety before. And I don't want to deal with the elongated version of Order 66. It's already hard enough to watch in episode 3. So I'm going to leave that there.
leave that generational trauma behind on that one.
That lay where it lies, yeah.
Leave the generational trauma where it is.
We love you guys. Okay, we love what y'all gave us with Star Wars, but for fuck's sake, get the fuck away from Order 66, for the love of God.
Well, even Mando kind of touched on it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like just about every piece of Star Wars media after the prequel trilogy, it seems like all of them have at least touched on Order 66 at least once.
Except for the sequels, I think.
Yeah.
Because it is such a turning point for everything in the Star Wars universe. Without the clones being ordered by Palpatine, without them having the inhibitor chip that would execute Order 66 planted in them, the Empire would not have succeeded in Revenge of the Sith, which means 4, 5, and 6 would not have happened. So I think it is fair to talk about it. It is fair to go back and do a deeper dive on it. But goddammit, it just fucking hurts. Because you make me fall in love with Commander Cody every goddamn time, and then I gotta watch him try to kill Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it pisses me the fuck off. Okay.
Isn't it kind of funny though, like how you see like every other, like most other clones, like having a problem with it, or at least thinking like, hey, this seems kind of fucked up. I'm gonna do it anyway, but it seems kind of fucked up. And Cody's like, nope, blast that bitch.
That was one thing I really liked about
him out like now.
Right after Cody handed him his lightsaber, and then Order 66. Well, shit.
Yep. Fuck that guy in particular. Yeah.
So,
but
we get to see, the Mandalorians. They've always been kind of background characters, until this show. This show put the spotlight on the most unknown people in the Star Wars universe, the Mandalorians. And it's so cool to learn about them in this show. When Din Djarin meets up with the Mandalorians in season 2, and he's staying with them for a while, we get to learn a hell of a lot about their culture and stuff. We get to
mention, we actually get to see a live fucking mythosaur. That was probably like the coolest moment of that season for me, was seeing the mythosaur. And I kind of hope it pays off in the new movie, Mandalorian and Grogu, where we actually get to fully see the goddamn mythosaur.
I will say, I am honestly psyched about this movie. From what I've seen from the trailer so far, I am really psyched about this movie. It looks like it's going to be a banger.
I have nothing to say on this matter other than I saw a TikTok of Pedro Pascal on the red carpet for this movie, right? And he forgets that he's promoting Mandalorian, and so he's sitting there and he's like this for Fantastic Four. Like real quick, he just flips his fucking.
That's funny.
My bad.
Shit. Hold on.
Wrong movie. I'm in so many this year.
Mm-hmm.
Again, wearing the suit of armor, playing Din Djarin, really great actor. Again, if you don't like Pedro Pascal, you don't like cinema, you don't like TV. There's not a lot of actors I would say that about, but Pedro is one of those. When he's on a project, he brings so much love to each project that he does. I remember his press tour when he first got signed on to Mandalorian. He was so stoked about it. It was like if you asked one of us to be in Star Wars. He is an absolute fan of the fucking franchise, and now he gets to play a main character in the franchise and gets his own story. He's like,
I think I remember him
interviews.
during one of the Star Wars Day celebrations talking about the little Lego figure that he saw of himself, and he's like, "That's little. That's me. That's mine."
Yeah.
And then he got. I think they were like, "We lost the man. We lost the. That was the prototype Mandalorian figure. We've got to find that."
That's probably one of my favorite interviews about that too, because again, it's like, how would be me? Like, here's the prototype for your action figure.
Yep.
That's me. That's mine. My name on it. Again, another great return to, of course, Order 66 happens in Mandalorian, and this is where we get the return of Ahmed Best. Again, we talked about this last week. Ahmed Best plays a Jedi that saves Grogu from Order 66 in the Jedi Temple. And honest to God, loved his return as well. Like I said, it was such a beautiful thing to see him come back with this series, based off of his trauma with, having played Jar Jar with the original fans getting on the prequels. I'm glad that we were able to finally put our voices out there, and nuts to you, Gen X, we were louder because we had social media.
Excuse me. Like we just came in. Excuse me. And also on that note, Jar Jar is definitely a fucking Sith Lord, and I will accept no other
Thank
argument.
you. Thank you.
I need a Dark Jar. Like, even if it's like an off.
Here's the funny thing. We finally got a Darth Jar Jar. It was in Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy. We finally got Darth Jar Jar. And it was just fantastic.
Set. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really would love a fucking show where Jar Jar turns into a Sith Lord. Even if it's not Prime Universe, even if it's like an alternate universe type thing, I would love for a show where, I saw you in the
even if Disney did like what they did with Marvel and did like a what if.
I would love a freaking Star Wars what if. Oh man, that would do so well.
This for years.
I know you have. But here's a good one. Has a user ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Lisa not think so.
Lisa thought not. Lisa not starting, Jedi would tell you.
It would just be so great. I would fucking live for that series.
Peak. That would be so peak.
You can have the one that never turns, and oh my god, Anakin and Padme raising the kids. Oh fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That would touch me in places I haven't been touched since I ran into Uncle Larry. Completely flew over Chris's head.
Yeah, the first episode I think they'd have to do. The first episode I think they'd have to do is if Qui-Gon did not die in Phantom Menace. I think that's the first episode they'd have to film.
Literally.
But again, Mandalorians is such a great show. You get to see the truth about the Mandalorians, the foundlings. We get to learn about them. which is, that's a really cool thing. Hey, your family got destroyed by these people that we were just fighting. Well, come with us. We're to take
The
care of
battle
you.
droids
Right.
during the prequel era, because I remember watching that episode, and I'm like, that's a motherfucking super battle droid, bitches!
Yeah.
And I was so excited to see it because I was like, with my boys.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But and then of course getting to meet up with Luke Skywalker after 6. The de-aging that they did there, which made Luke Skywalker look a hell of a lot like
Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian Stan.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull this picture up for you, Ben. Hold on, let me get this for you because you got to see. Luke Skywalker.
Check it out. That one's
Is it like this, like side by side comparison?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
It looks. Yeah. It's uncanny how similar it looks.
Very uncanny.
Yeah. Sebastian Stan right there. Mr. One Arm himself, Sebastian Stan.
He took my arm. I don't know how it happened.
I'm just saying, if you want to make a young Luke show or a Luke after 6 show, give me Sebastian Stan.
I mean,
he's already
now
contracted
that
with
means
Disney
he'll have played 2 characters that have lost their arms.
It's lost different arms too.
Different freaking arms. Even he'll play characters that have now lost both fucking arms. And had them replaced with technologically superior replacements. Oh shit!
Really? And he, starts training Grogu on his Force capabilities, and then, of course, the Ahsoka series, which is really cool because there was a show that came out as well. An animated show called Star Wars Rebels, which is really good. It introduces us to a character named Chopper, a psychopathic serial killer droid, and I will have nothing else. Who had
committed, how much was it? Was it like 50,000 war crimes or something?
Over 15,000 lives taken.
Yeah, over 15,000 confirmed kills.
Good.
The bloodthirstiest little bastard in the fucking Star Wars lore.
This droid is a psychopath through and through, but we love him for it because thank God he's on our side.
Amen, hallelujah.
Fucking love Chopper. He is just so good. You ever want to treat yourself? Go to YouTube and look up translated Chopper. Because you can kind of understand what he says in some of the episodes, and it's fucking hilarious. Oh my god!
But if I believe correctly, when we get to the Ahsoka series, we also get to see live action Chopper, don't we?
I think so. Yeah.
We see Chopper. We get to see Hera. We get to see basically everybody except for Kanan, I think.
Well, yeah, because that motherfucker's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah.
He is deader than...
Yeah, that's honestly something I really respect about Freddie Prinze Jr. is just how little he's actually willing to return to Kanan since he, died. He even said that for the flashback scene, or not the flashback, but like that opening episode of The Bad Batch. He even said that was a little bit much for him to return for. So that's something that I really like, that he's making sure he's not tarnishing the legacy of his character.
Going back to the Obi-Wan series, Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen, of course, when they started training again and everything, they would talk to Dave Filoni like, hold on, no. That's not, don't write us like this. Write us like this. This is Obi-Wan and Anakin right here. And Dave would again would come back a lot like
all
with Sam
actors
Witwer.
Are starting to out nerd Dave Filoni.
I know, it is so great. so great.
Like, you got Sam Witwer, who fucking nerds Dave Filoni, and then you've got Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. We're gonna have you. We're gonna have Anakin and this there with Smee as she dies. You're gonna say, "I got this girl. I'd love for you to meet her." And then Sam Witwer, who's brand new to the cast, just got cast as Darth Maul. Gone. She already did. What? She already did. Phantom Menace.
Already did.
She met her. They had tea at Smee's house. He's like, "Oh no, that's right. Oh fuck, I'm
Fuck,
not
what
fired.
does that
Thank
remind
God."
me of?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that reminds me of the fucking Family Guy Star Wars again. Wait, where'd he go? He fell. What? Yeah, he fell over.
No, he fell.
Yeah, he fell over.
Fell over the edge and fell into the Sarlacc.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Real quick. Afterlife was a show done for fucking nobody. Fucking nobody. That show was done before it even started.
What
it's
show?
absolute trash. Acolyte.
Oh, I have not seen
yeah.
it, but yeah, I've
I
heard horrible
haven't-
things
I
about it.
haven't watched any of it either.
I haven't
it
heard
was-
great things though. Like it's been all over my everything saying don't watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but bad shit about it. However, Andor, a show that people get confused with Acolyte, mostly because they both start with A. Andor, however, is a really good show. I have not seen it, but I've seen edits of it. I've seen little parts of it on TikTok. It is wonderful.
I've heard nothing but praise for Andor.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hesitating because, like, I know exactly what happens to this motherfucker, so I'm like, I don't want to get attached to him because then it's gonna kill me. Like,
yeah,
like my brother keeps telling me as I'm playing Pragmata. Apparently, I'm never gonna emotionally recover from this game.
Never.
So.
Okay.
You can turn your kid off and walk away.
Billy, do you want to put the book in the freezer?
Star Wars, man. That's really it for Star Wars. That's the last half of it. So let's get into regular news out of this week. I talked a little bit about David Allan Coe. I said that he passed away last episode.
Remind me who. This is gonna sound horrible. Remind me who David Allan Coe is.
So he is an absolute monstrous legend in the country music scene. He has some of the most known songs that you wouldn't know that he actually wrote them, considering a lot of his music was used in a lot of the Western movies and of the such. Some of his most famous songs. So let me pull this up for you guys.
That's an interesting title for a song. He apparently wrote a song called N-Word Fucker. So
yeah.
I was just like, I pulled it up over his songs, and I was like, huh.
We didn't say unproblematic.
Interesting.
We didn't say unproblematic. I just said he was a legend.
Yeah, we said legend. We didn't say he was an unproblematic legend.
I just saw that and I was like, huh.
Redneck and now are leaving down the seat. But he would also help write quite a few songs over the years. Some songs that would be performed by would later become songs known by George Strait songs. He would help write Willie Nelson songs. I believe he even wrote a couple of Johnny Cash songs for him. This dude was, just an absolute legend, and one of my grandfather's favorite country music artists. Like I said, last week, but
So what you're saying is your granddad was, I'm going to take this one with me?
Probably, in all honesty.
That's how I feel about our friend Demon with all the One Direction, with the One Direction.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
But David Allan Coe, born in Akron, Ohio, he escaped and would, of course, passed away in Dallas, Texas. Big friends with Willie Nelson, George Strait, some of the big guys in country music, of course. His cause of death was not officially released, but he did have declining health ever since a battle with COVID during 2019.
And he was just old.
That too. He was 86 years old.
He was old as shit. So.
But yeah, that was like I said, that one did, I didn't really listen to a lot of David Allan Coe other than when, my grandfather would have his songs on, at the house in the, in his garage while he was woodworking. But to know that he passed away right after my grandfather, that kind of again struck me, knowing that, that was one of Grandpa's favorites. But let's get into another. So we have a couple nationally known cases that have finally been given sentences. One of those is the Athena Stroud case. If you guys don't know what that is, a little education for you. Last year, a little girl was kidnapped out of her front yard by a FedEx driver, where he would unfortunately brutally kill this young girl.
Not just kill, but you can fill in the blanks.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say more on it. It was devastating for the area, devastating for the town, and of course, when everything came out, devastating for the family of Athena Stroud. A lot of people have been following this case since the original Amber Alert went out. He has been sentenced to the death penalty here in the state of Texas. I believe he's the first death penalty in the state of Texas sentencing in the last 5 years or so.
He's going to Huntsville, baby.
Yeah, he's going to Huntsville. And for those of you that don't know, and I'm kind of happy about this, Huntsville, Texas, is one of 5 prisons in the United States that still uses the electric chair.
Ooh.
I hope that motherfucker fries.
He's getting the
It's lethal injection.
I know they gave him lethal injection. But I hope he gets, because they honestly...
I didn't know they still did the electric chair.
Yeah, what a lot of people don't know is even if you're sentenced to die of, let's say, lethal injection, for prisons that have other options,
Texas is
you can, on the day of up until the day of your death, choose another option for yourself. If you're a death row inmate, I hope that motherfucker chooses the chair because I want to see him fry.
Nah, he doesn't think that he did it. He thinks one of his other identity did it. Which, not to give anybody anything, but if you have DID, typically you have more than 2 personalities, from what I know. So unless the fucker has one on express delivery, he's faking it.
He absolutely is.
So,
but, again, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. And Athena, we are still very sorry.
And it has caused an uproar. Like, people are like scared of FedEx drivers now. Yeah. Parents won't let their, which I don't fucking blame them. So, like, FedEx, change your fucking branding.
Yeah. I know that on TikTok, ever since the sentencing, ever since he was sentenced to death, there have been a plethora of FedEx and UPS and USPS drivers and Amazon drivers saying your children are safe on my route. On TikTok and Facebook and Instagram.
I still think FedEx needs to fucking redo their whole shit. I don't think anybody will ever trust FedEx again.
No.
Or, bare minimum, put a fucking... Because I've seen some of them are, like, doing, like, pink bows on their, like, handles and stuff. But like, why don't just at least paint the boat, like paint it on the fucking truck, or fuck, change your coloring to the pink. Do something like that.
Yeah.
And what? And get a better hiring team. is what he said.
Yeah. The worst part about the whole damn thing, is the driver was delivering a birthday gift for her.
Oh goodness.
Barbie doll. And he dropped off that package and took her. That is the worst fucking thing. I have, when the whole case broke, I have my own qualms with Barbie dolls. And John and Ben know this very well because of my past as a firefighter. And it's taken a lot out of me to come around to that doll and that brand, considering that my daughter, who is now 4, is getting to that age that she wants to play with them, and she wants to go down the toy aisle that has them all there to look at the new ones for herself. And when that case broke, it really sent me into a spiral because I had to hear the name over and over and over again. And then I, held my daughter closer that day. To the Stroud family, I hope that when he dies, you guys finally get some fucking peace. Because I know even still with the sentencing, there is no peace. And I know there will truly never be peace for you. But I hope with his death, you can get some. The other national case with sentencing on the way, Ben knows a lot more about this, is the SoundCloud rapper David. Ben, let's get into this.
Yeah, so he's not sentenced yet. They're going capital with him. Basically, David, if you haven't heard, started talking to a 11-year-old girl on Discord. She was his little fan, and he used that to his advantage. He starts seeing her around 13. She runs away at 13 to basically be with him. Cuts her off for a summer. Her family cuts her off for a summer. It has now come out. The family has started speaking out because at first, me and him were wondering why the fuck was she running away all the time? Did it have anything to do with her home life? And there was like evidence that she had gone to her aunt's house for the summer and not run away. So we were trying to figure out why that was the case. The family spoke out, and basically it was, it's because she didn't have her phone. She couldn't run away. She couldn't contact him. So he paid somebody in her school when she got back that summer and went back to school. He paid somebody in her school to give her a phone so he could get back into contact with her.
Please go to his house in LA.
Police go to his house in LA when she runs away in LA.
She's 13.
And they're like, hey, she's 13. And they're like, basically, okay, don't do anything about it. He gets contacted by a couple of her friends, possibly, and pays them off. She gets his name tattooed on her. They get a matching tattoo there, on 2 different fingers.
There's speculation that she's pregnant.
There's speculation that she was pregnant, and that's what caused everything. There is how many? A terabyte of evidence of what kind. Yeah. Some of it is CSAM material, though. So there's over a terabyte, so that's why they're going capital with it. There are more victims coming forward, but it was said that she was pregnant at the time. She said, "I'm not." Yeah, basically, I'm tired of just fucking and hanging out. I want more for myself. She leaves. He's like, basically, well, you're gonna abort the baby because she says that she's gonna open her mouth, right? He sends a car for her. She gets in this Uber, comes over. He tries to force feed her basically abortion pills. He is lying in wait for her. He literally like comes out of the rafters. Is basically what it sounds like. That's how they depict this. Is that he just comes out of the rafters to attack her. The lights were off. He literally waited in the dark to make sure she was not expecting him. And then she refuses to take the pills, so he stabs her. Eventually, he cuts off both those fingers with his name and that matching tattoo, dismembers her body, to which we know was scattered about basically the U.S. in a Tesla. And yeah, we're going Capitol. You know? It was parked right outside his house, and then it moved to a junkyard in Texas. Yeah, it moved to an impound lot. But there's like video evidence of him scrubbing every single pair of shoes that she wore in every single Instagram post. Someone brought up a thing the other day that I was like, you know what? You're fucking right. Something that he bought was 2 chainsaws. And like, I don't know if you know about chainsaws, but they don't really break that easily. Why would he need 2? Oh, he said chainsaws.
Oh, shit.
He said chainsaws. So yeah, no, why would he need 2? Otherwise, so somebody had to. I think somebody's helping him, or somebody was helping him. His little friend, I don't know what was his name, Neo or something. Yeah, not Neo. not like super famous Neo, like low budge Neo.
Yeah, I think it's NEO.
Yeah, Neo without the Y. Neo without the Y.
He's singing it to the fucking.
Yeah, he's singing to the feds right now.
I was thinking Neo from Matrix, but whatever.
That's where my mind went to.
But yeah, so he's kind of singing to the feds right now. But there is a video where David's like joking on like what TikTok live or some sort of live, some sort of stream, and he's like, "Man, it really smells in here," and he's like laughing, and that's because her fucking dead body's in the fucking house somewhere. And his friends are like, "Yeah, it does kind of smell," and then Neo like kind of looks at the live stream and then looks at the chat and is like trying to see if anybody's sussing them out and like kind of looks at David like, what the fuck are you doing?
The conspirator usually does.
Yeah, exactly. So I think homie was like, this guy's gonna get me caught. I'm gonna start singing.
Like, hey, shut the fuck up.
No, literally. Yeah. But yeah, that's basically all I have on that.
And just when you thought those 2 were bad enough for news this week, it gets worse. It gets so much worse, guys. Lock in. Okay? Lock in. No, seriously, lock your fucking doors and stay inside. The lockdown part 2 is coming because hantavirus. Okay, if you guys haven't heard about this, hantavirus is a deadly ass fucking disease, an ancient ass fucking disease. Found on a goddamn cruise ship.
I need to check on that.
Now, everybody reported.
I'm going to stock up on toilet paper.
In the fucking water. Leave that ship in the water. Leave those people on the ship because hantavirus, okay, has a 40% mortality rate. And that's 40% across the fucking board. That's immunocompromised, that's the old, that's the young, that's the healthy as fuck.
40% torpedo the damn rate. Boat while you're at it.
And unfortunately, you don't know if you're the 40 or the 60 until you're on the other side of the ship. Well,
Yeah.
They decided to take the cruise ship and dock somewhere off the coast of Spain. And then they started taking the people off the boat. And then they sent those people home.
So I could shut it.
To optionally quarantine, might I add.
And to optionally quarantine. And if you think you're safe, because, that's the other side of the world. That's Spain. We're in the U.S. Yeah. No.
Yeah, COVID started in China, so.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers are in the U.S. Now, those that were in the U.S. that were brought back home showed
God
no
damn
symptoms
it.
and no signs of hantavirus. But if you're in the states of Arizona, Texas, Colorado, California, and I forget the other one, you're fucked. It's there. It's more than likely there. So, lockdown part 2, people.
God damn it. The world needs to make up a decision. It keeps going from World War III to another fucking pandemic. The world needs to decide whether it's playing zombies or multiplayer. Come on.
Yeah. So, there's that.
No, for real.
Like, come on.
Playing Call of Duty or Plague Inc. out here. What the hell's
Yeah,
going on?
like I said, it's either zombies or fucking multiplayer, and they need to make up their damn mind already.
Yeah. But let's get into some other news, though. Okay, let's get into some other news. All right.
Yeah, let's get
We're
into
gonna
some
go sports for a
much
little bit.
happier, better news.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, there we go.
Your bad news. Yeah, because we're going to talk sports for a little bit. We got the NHL playoffs coming up, and again, I'm a massive
Because
NHL fan. I like to talk about this shit.
I do have a bit of good gaming news. So.
Okay.
Yes.
So the NHL playoffs were mostly we're in the second round, and the Avs right now are playing the Wild in Game 3. Right now, the Wild is leading 3-0 in the second period. 7 minutes left.
Come on, Avs.
We still got one more period to go. But if the Avs win this game, they're basically going to sweep the Wild because they have 2-0 against the Wild in the second round. The pieces of shit in the Anaheim Ducks have played 3 games. The pieces of shit have 2. The Anaheim Ducks have 1. Come on, Ducks. Really, seriously, come on. I don't need a third round between the Avs and the pieces of shit, for the love of God. The Buffalo Sabres and the Montreal Canadiens have both played 2 games.
Quick note.
And they're 1-1.
Quick note. Jesse, what he's talking about when he says the pieces of shit, he's talking about the Vegas Knight. They are complete and total. They are bad.
Yes,
they are bad people.
I believe it.
I'll explain
it was
later.
Vegas after all.
I'll explain later.
Second round.
Sounds good.
Round between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Philadelphia Flyers has come to a conclusion, actually. Carolina Hurricanes are set to go to the third round in the Stanley Cup playoffs. They swept the Philadelphia Flyers.
Give me just a second.
It's going to come down between Buffalo and Montreal, who plays the Canadiens, who plays the Canes. We're still very much far away from the Western Conference Finals for the Avs, Wild, pieces of shit, and the Ducks. So there's that news. Baseball's in full swing. We got some really the teams in baseball. Look, baseball's hard to watch. All right, I'll be 100% honest. As a massive baseball fan myself, baseball is the hardest sport to watch on TV because it is so goddamn slow. It's easy at the ballpark. Don't get me wrong. It's really easy to watch a baseball game at the ballpark because 9 times out of 10 you're not watching the game at the ballpark. It's not a fun game to play. I love playing baseball. I love watching baseball. I do. But there are teams that have been historically shit in the MLB that are doing wonderful this year, and I cannot wait to get to October to see who's going to be in our World Series playoffs. The NBA, let's get over there real quick. NBA playoffs, their brackets. We have, hold on, let me get this.
I think this is going to be the first time that you've ever told me about basketball.
I know, and it's fucking weird. It's absolutely fucking weird. But okay, we have the Thunder versus the Lakers. Come on, Thunder. They are in Game 3 currently, right now. 10 minutes left in the fourth, and the Lakers are trailing by 11 points. Now, 11 points in the basketball game is nothing. Basketball games are really quick. They go real fucking quick. But OKC leads the series 2-0 right now. The Timberwolves versus the Spurs. San Antonio leads that series 2-1. Then we have they'll be playing Game 4 soon. Game 4 between the Pistons and the Cavaliers is set. Detroit leading that matchup 2-1. And then we have Game 4 between the Knicks and the 76ers. The Knicks leading that series 3-0. So we have we're not down to the conference finals yet, but we're on the conference semifinals. We're in the first round still. Looks like the Knicks are going to take it. Looks like Detroit, San Antonio versus OKC. And I would not be against for a conference final between OKC and San Antonio. Look, the state of Texas, we love battling within the state of Texas, and if there's one state we're going to face in sports that we love absolutely destroying the fuck out of, it's Oklahoma. We love to beat the fuck out of Oklahoma. Anytime we're in the playoffs together in basketball, whether it's OKC versus the Mavs, whether it's the Thunder versus the Spurs, or it's the Thunder versus the Rockets, if it's in the NBA playoffs, holy fucking shit, we're here for it. And the whole state of Texas rallies around the one team that's taking on OKC. And it's always fun banter. I remember when the Mavs did it in 2014, the news stations got involved between Fox 4 and the Fox station there in OKC. The winner of the series had to wear the other team's jersey. And of course, in 2014, the Mavs would beat OKC to go on and win the finals that year. So we got to see the Fox news station there at OKC wearing Mavs jerseys. But they got us back the very next year in 2015, where we had Fox 4 here in Dallas had to wear OKC jerseys. But again, it's always fun to take on Oklahoma because, Texas really cannot stand Oklahoma.
That Red River rivalry runs deep.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody believes, for a lot of people, the Red River rivalry ends at college football, but for Texas and Oklahoma, it's so much bigger than college football. It's everything. If it's a sport and a Texas team is playing an Oklahoma team, I don't fucking care. If it's a 3 and under Little League fucking flag football team, Texas better beat the
Hoorah!
So I'm kind of for this. All right. There's that. We got the World Cup will be coming up this year. The U.S. to host the World Cup. Dallas to be the main host of the World Cup. And I find this so fucking funny. I find it so ironic. The current administration we have in office right now has to host the World Cup. I find it hysterically ironic. But as a Dallas person myself, as a man in Dallas, I cannot wait to go to a few of these games, wait for the press runs to start going on, wait for the events to start happening in Dallas for the World Cup, because I am dying to meet Messi. I know I don't watch a lot of football. I'm going to call it football because that's the rest of the world calls it. Of course, we call it soccer here. I don't know much about football. I do watch it from time to time, but I know who Messi is. And I want to meet that man so damn bad, because there are not, with every sport, there are only 2 sports that are defined by one man. Messi is that man for football, and Wayne Gretzky is that man for hockey. You can name 1,000 great baseball players. You can name 1,000 great football players. You can name 1,000 great basketball players. But for hockey and football, it is very much, it comes down to one man that everybody fucking knows. Even if you don't watch the sport, if you know nothing about the sport, you know the fucking name, you've seen the jersey. And I want a Messi jersey so damn bad. I'll tell you, they're selling them at the Dick's Sporting Goods. They're selling them at Academy around here. I will be picking one up, and when he does autographs, when he gets here for the World Cup, trust and believe I'll be in that fucking line trying my damnedest to get an autographed Messi jersey because I respect the fuck out of the greatest footballer that has ever played the game. We've also got football's on a bit of a hiatus right now, or is the football? No, football's swinging. Football's in play right now, right?
Football, like football, or football.
Yeah. Football, American football.
American football.
The Cowboys, the Texans, the Vikings, those guys. Are we playing yet? Are they playing?
No, we just finished the Super Bowl.
That's right. We just finished the Super Bowl. Of course, the champions from that are the Seattle Seahawks. Because only one team in Seattle can get it done. You know, if the Mariners couldn't, the Seahawks did. So yeah, we're on our downside from them.
The season's not set to begin until September 9th, so we've got a while.
September, okay. Yeah, see, I can't remember football. I don't fucking know.
And college starts early too. That's why I get
Googled
confused with football because college starts sooner, and I pay more attention to college.
Yeah,
it's the very end. I pay more attention to the college football.
Yeah, you know, but that's sports. Let's get into gaming though. John's finally back. He's had a costume change
sorry.
or something. So he's back. Let's talk about gaming news.
There was a fucking wasp in my room of all things. So
Jesus Christ.
Shit.
So while I might not be like anaphylactic allergic, like I am some kind of allergic to them. So
yeah.
Anyway, so interesting gaming news. Kind of related to what I'm wearing. So reportedly, Campaign Evolved is practically content complete and currently playable from start to finish, including the 3 additional levels. So hopefully we'll be getting something soon. Something here, and I want to say like the next couple of months is what we're looking at for Campaign Evolved, which of course is a remake of Halo Combat Evolved. However, they are not stopping with 1. According to a pretty verified source, with a pretty good track record regarding Microsoft projects, Halo 2 and Halo 3 remakes are currently in the early stages of development. So we are getting them. We are getting them whether Campaign Evolved flops or not. So we are getting the original Bungie trilogy with Halo 1, 2, and 3. So we are getting them fully remade in Unreal Engine. And I am fucking here for it. Of course, Halo 3 being my favorite Halo game of all time. So that was pretty excited to read. On
the hockey real quick. I forgot about this. I was on Facebook this morning, and for some fucking reason, my Facebook decided that I like the pieces of shit. And so they showed me a post from a piece of shit fan group on Facebook.
Great.
Now, here's the funny thing. Here's what had me dying laughing, and I almost joined this group so I could make this post so I can make this comment on this post. It was a scene from Top Gun where Maverick tells Iceman, "That's right, Iceman, I am dangerous." And the captain on it is that's right, Duckman. I am dangerous. They had Tom Cruise, Maverick, wearing the piece of shit jersey. They had Iceman wearing the Ducks jersey. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I know how Top Gun ends. Somebody gonna tell him? Is somebody gonna tell him? Because Maverick's name isn't the one on that plaque. Pete Mitchell does not win Top Gun. So, Knights fan, y'all were really rooting for that fucking that post there. And I left a comment. I tried to leave a comment. It said it was disallowed because I'm not a member of the group. But I sit there and I had like 15 laughing face emojis, and I go, "This is hilarious," because y'all have clearly never seen Top Gun.
And you're not going to join the group just to tell them they're fucking wrong.
I wanted to tell
Exactly.
you that.
You don't know Chris. If
That's
you
a
don't
fair
think you would join a
point.
group.
Join a group just to immediately get kicked out.
Process. In the group, managers do this, and I was like, why? They need to know. Someone needs to tell them. Let it be me. And she goes, if you join this piece of shit fan group, you're gonna get other piece of shit fan groups on your group suggestions. And I was like, okay, you got a point.
Is how that works,
I find them all, so I'm just gonna go ahead and not do this one. So I didn't do it.
And that's how I got banned from Facebook.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that tracks.
Have you ever seen Top Gun? I gotta ask. I need to know.
Right.
I gotta know.
But back to what I was on before I fucking forget about it. The thing that's really interesting is they're gonna release them whether the first one fails or succeeds in its own right. Which is a really big move from Xbox, Microsoft, Halo Studios. Really big move from them that they're going to release those two, whether the first one is whether it's accepted,
well received
or not.
The reason that they're gonna do it anyways is the fact that they already know the first one's not gonna fail.
It shouldn't.
I mean,
like there's
the Halo fans. It's not just you, John. I mean, it is literally Halo on TikTok has been talking this up. So I'm pretty sure it's going. It's going.
And there's like for as much praise as it's getting right now, it is equally getting fucking just trashed. People are just trash talking this game because for all kinds of different stupid fucking reasons. Oh my god.
Man.
Like even as a Halo fan myself, fucking Halo fans are goddamn insufferable. Jesus Christ.
Preach.
It's ridiculous.
Testify, brother.
So yeah, it's bad. But the fact that we are indeed getting 2 and 3, like it just fucking the world is being healed, if you ask me. Like,
we're being healed.
Right. In other gaming news, Pragmata. Fucking Pragmata. Of course, Chris has already kind of heard this from me, but so I got Pragmata here recently, and I have been enjoying the fuck out of it. It is just a wholesome fucking game about basically raising a daughter and fighting fucking robots. It is fantastic.
He's also been crying like a bitch. I want that known. He's been crying like a bitch too.
I have. It's so true. Because oh man, the scenes with Diana, who is the little robot child, they are just so wholesome. Like she gives you drawings that she made. Oh yeah, let Chris pull up the receipt here real quick. But yeah, no, it's been hitting me in an emotional place, and I fucking love every second of it.
He is never going to emotionally recover from playing this game.
No.
And question mark? It's so good so far. Nice. Yeah, well, this game is going. That was a 6:03. 11:53. 5 hours. Almost 6 hours later. This game is going to destroy me emotionally. How many times have you cried already? A couple. This game is drawing pictures for me.
Like my AI daughter is drawing fucking pictures for me. It's fucking adorable. And I'm told I'm never gonna emotionally recover from the ending of this game.
Never.
I do not know that
Never.
he does. So my brother does know
Yes,
the ending of it.
I know the
and
ending.
he says I am never
He's never
going to
gonna
emotionally recover.
Never. Never.
But it is, and it's been taking the gaming world by storm almost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Capcom seems to do a really good job at their parent simulators. Of course, Resident Evil Requiem being the mom simulator, and Pragmata being the dad simulator.
All of you playing those games and saying I'm such a good parent, fuck you. You can turn your kids off.
if Diana was my kid, I would never turn that kid off. Like, oh my god, I shit you not.
No, that's not true. That's not true. As a father, I can tell you, my kid had it on that switch.
Well, like I was even telling him, and Chris has the receipts for this one too. I'm like, God damn it! Now I gotta have a fucking kid. Like, I'm like, I gotta go, and I gotta get busy. Like, I'm like, God damn it! Now I need one of these little crotch goblins, and
No, you don't. That's spooky.
Conversation of the next day.
I'm like, God damn it! But it is. But as far as like the actual game itself, it is fantastic. Like the mechanics are. I mean, it is more or less a typical shooter with some little extra elements involved that make it a little bit more challenging per se. But so far, it has just been fantastic. I have loved every second of this game so far. So that's where I'm at on Pragmata. I still have yet to finish the story, but this is definitely one I'm going to be coming back to quite a bit.
You know that, like, Pragmata again. Ever since its release, I've heard nothing but good things about it. I mean, there was that one point that Carter made over on a Two Captains One Pod. We talked about it a little bit there. That, of course, with everything in life, Rule 34 fucking exists. And if you don't know what Rule 34 is, count yourself lucky. But there is Rule 34 out there of Diana.
That makes you want to hurt people.
It is sickening. For those of you that are enjoying it,
what's wrong with you?
I
won't be nice about it. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Anything,
like,
I just want you to jump.
Yeah.
Repent.
Off the tallest fucking bridge.
Or cliff, pick a pick. I'm not too picky as far as how you do it.
Just as long as it's above 50-foot drop.
Just remember, just go this way. Just go this way.
Yeah.
This
way for a other than that, I've heard nothing but good things about the game. Again, going back to something I touched on a couple weeks ago, that one Reddit user who is a father who lost his daughter, finding, peace with this game, having
lost his little girl not too long ago.
And his other daughter and him play the game to be around Diana because it reminds them of the one they lost. Love stories like that with video games. You don't get a lot of those these days. Of course, we get a lot of stories in the video game community of, well, this game saved my life, but never really something like that. It's very unheard of to hear a story say, this game saved my life because this way. This is how it brought me back. And he has since updated his Reddit post. I went and found it. He has since updated it, and he has said that playing this game has made him a better father to his daughter that is still with him. They have actually been able to go out to his other daughter's grave for the first time since the burial, and plant flowers, and they talked about the video game. Sorry, it's a little hard to talk about because, goddamn, this dude. You read his fucking post on Reddit, it'll fucking get to you. Whether you're a father or not. But, they went out and they talked about the video game and about how much Diana reminds them of her. And, much like Ben, you remember going to see Demon a few years ago. When they were talking about Pragmata, they heard a child's laughter in a cemetery not far from them. And they were seeing things that were in the cemetery being played with. Such a beautiful moment for them. For him to know that his little girl is still around. So I turned hats off to Pragmata, and honestly, I joked with John. I'm a dad in real life. I don't need to be a fucking face dad on a video game. I might get the game just to play it, in honor of Mackenzie, the real Duke 777's daughter. That is her name. But yeah, go read his post on Reddit. It is gut wrenching as a motherfucker. And it'll make you want to grab that controller and play that game. The only problem is I don't have fucking $60.
Well, I was about to say, and the other great thing, especially about Diana, is she has all these cute little adorable fucking outfits. Oh my god. Yeah. She has her regular outfit, which you probably see in all the promo material, the little blue jacket. She's also got this like engineer's getup where like she's got a like yellow jumpsuit and like little goggles on her head. But the one I have her in, which is my favorite, is it's like a little kitten hoodie where like the hood's got fucking ears on. It's just so adorable. I'm like, nope, that's what we're going with. Like, I can't play with any other outfit for Diana other than the kitten hoodie one, and it's just
quote one that I see Diana in all the promos for. It reminds me of the picture that I took of Artemis when she was like 3 years old, and I put her in my turnout gear coat, and it was just hanging off.
Mm-hmm.
She did little flappy arms with it, and it's just every time I see that, that's what I think of, and it's like, God, fuck Pragmatic, god damn it. Such a wonderful game. Fuck you for making me feel things.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
Capcom, I haven't even played it.
Capcom is on a fucking winning streak, and you can't tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's just like they seem to understand a lot of things. Mm-hmm. Like it's gotten to the point where pretty much any game I play from now on is probably going to be like a Capcom story-based game.
Yeah. I mean, for every Rockstar, we need a Capcom.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Rockstar so much does not want to care and listen to the fans. Just keeps adding shit for the sake of making money. There's Capcom, who will listen to you guys. Will give you what you want. Yes, we're going to make money off of it, but you guys are going to get something that you're going to care about. That's going to be, of substance to you. And this is coming from someone, mind you guys, I worked for Rockstar at one point or another. Okay, I have an NDA through Rockstar right now because of GTA 6. Okay, I can still sit there and say, Rockstar does not give us substance. Rockstar gives us entertainment.
Yeah.
Capcom and Pragmata, that is substance. That is something that that will appeal to you, hit your heartstrings, make you feel something. It's much more than entertainment.
Which, on that note, I now want to play Resident Evil Requiem to play the mom side of the story, just because of the substance I am getting from Pragmata, and to just it hits you so hard. And like I told Chris, and like he fucking told y'all with goddamn receipts, I have been crying like a baby. It is not it's good, but it's like I'm glad I'm not a girl and don't wear makeup. Because it would be getting streaked for like hours on end.
It's not going to stop
John would
either.
be Kim K ugly crying in the fucking club.
For real though.
That crying is not going to stop anytime soon.
No, not with Pragmata. And I feel like it's going to be like almost the same story with fucking Resident Evil Requiem, because I really want to play that fucking game now that I've played Pragmata. And so I basically just want to play Parent Simulators now, which sounds horrible, but
there you go.
Simulator called Sims that he could tell you about.
Huh?
Yeah, he's got a good Parent Simulator. It's called Sims. He can tell you about.
Yeah, just get Sims. It's great.
Just get Sims.
There you go. There you go.
That reminds me of that video I saw about the Sims 3 fucking patch notes.
Yes.
Like, you can no longer make baby wish with the fucking Grim Reaper. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, you can do anything at this point.
When an asteroid is coming into Earth, everybody will leave their jobs for safety, except for the children who are not allowed to leave and will die every time.
Every time. I was like, Jesus Christ. Talk about an allegory for the U.S. school system.
Hey, speaking of Parent Simulators, though, so we're putting this most recent update for the May 4th, and we got a few new Star Wars games on there, and there's the Droid Tycoon, and me and Hannah were playing the Droid Tycoon the other day, and she found out you could customize your droids, and so she got really attached to one. But the thing is, to earn more money on this Tycoon, you have to constantly replace your droids. And she was like, she asked me, she goes, babe, how are you so good at this? I was like, I've been replacing my droids. She goes, you really got to get rid of them?
That sounds about right.
Uh-huh.
Don't get me wrong. I have an R5 droid on there. And I worked enough to customize him to look like R5 from Mandalorian. And I'm like, fuck yeah, this is my little buddy, but like he only earns you like 3 cents per second, $3 per second. And I'm now making to where like most of my droids are like $400 per second. I'm like, I gotta get rid of R5. This sucks, but buddy.
So long, R5.
Eventually, you can get to where you can get R2D2. So, like, I'm trying to get to that point to where I can get R2, so I don't have to get rid of R2. I'll just make it my companion. Because I don't the whole Droid Tycoon as Anakin Skywalker the whole time, anyways.
Yeah,
I'd probably be walking through as goddamn Master Chief, because that's what I do these days. Is anytime I'm on Fortnite, like, it's fucking Master Chief or nothing. It's either Master Chief or Sabrina Carpenter.
That's wild. Those are two polarly different things.
Right? Like and that's my personality in a fucking nutshell. It's either Master Chief or goddamn Sabrina Carpenter.
No in between.
I know that about you, and that's why anytime I send anything to Nerdstown, it's not very often. It's Sabrina Carpenter.
If it's Halo or Sabrina Carpenter, it's usually coming from me.
I'm like, that goes to John.
Let's see, that one's John. That one's John. Yeah, if it's like Star Trek, Halo, or Sabrina Carpenter, it's usually me.
Yeah. Here.
We're playing Fortnite the other night, running Battle Royale, and Em pulled out Sabrina Carpenter, I was like, hold on, Ben, her green outfit, and I'm gonna do. I mean, Ben immediately clicked into what I was doing. He goes, no, just go with it,
With it.
As Blue Sabrina Carpenter, we had Ben as green Bill Eilish, and I was pink Chapel Road, and we were the Power Patrol running around with Damon, who Damon's brother. He was a fucking Street Fighter guy, but I was like Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Jesse, you were about to say?
Then we did
Oh yes.
Hold on.
Speaking of Halo,
Oh Lord, I'm concerned.
if you guys haven't heard, Halo Infinite just got an update.
Oh yeah,
They've
I did.
released a brand new game mode called the Gauntlet, which, according to various sources, is one of the most difficult challenges in all of gaming. Mint Blitz, who is known for all of his like ridiculous Halo trick shots and such, has called it almost, if not more difficult than Halo 2 Lasso.
Oh my god.
So it's basically a firefight mode where you're constantly getting enemies and you're dealing with multiple bosses from the campaign.
Jesus.
Yeah. Sometimes you can kill these bosses and they'll drop skulls, and you can pick up these skulls to activate them for the rest of the round. But with 8 of the sweatiest Halo Infinite gamers playing this, they could barely get through it on its own.
Oh my!
There were multiple times that they failed.
I gotta try this. Like
that's what I'm saying.
I have never wanted to play like Halo 2 Lasso because that shit is just fucking.
Yeah.
Oh god! Like I'm gonna get fucked right in the asshole. But like I kind of want to try this now. Like.
But okay, John, I would like to bring a little bit of Two Captains, One Pod to this podcast real quick.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about Star Trek.
Well,
we're going to do something we do. We're going to do something we do on Two Captains, One Pod. John, I need the alert sound, please.
Oh, lordy. Okay, hold on.
Oh, no.
Warning. Warp core breach a lot sooner than you
think. The best, and I'm sure this will open a calm and collect discourse.
Oh, jeez.
Let's get into this. So, for those of you that don't know, we do this quite often on Two Captains, One Pod. It's been our kind of our thing over there to read articles on Star Trek, and then we usually get pissed off at the article writer because they don't know what they're talking about. So that's why the warp core breach sound is a big thing.
Chris, is this Screen Rant?
This is not Screen Rant. It's from BuzzFeed.
Okay, I was about to say, if this is Screen Rant, I have a feeling I know where this is going. So, well, here's the thing.
Just have a little fun.
Let me fill Dingleberry here in on.
Fill me in, please.
Back on Two Captains, One Pod. We were going through an article. What was it? It was an article on like the first season of Next Gen, wasn't it? And it was written by someone at Screen Rant named Chris. And we are amazed that we haven't gotten a lawsuit from this guy because we have slandered his fucking name through the goddamn mud.
Well, don't give him ideas now.
Which brings me to my point from earlier that you doubt that Chris would join a Facebook group.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But yeah, that being said, I don't know if BuzzFeed is better or worse.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah. We only read the one post on Screen Rant by Chris. I have since made sure that if there's a Screen Rant Star Trek article that is not written by Chris, but every time we read a Screen Rant article, we slander that motherfucker's name again, just to make the point known even
just
more.
To make a point.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
BuzzFeed by Jeremy Hayes. Since the first Star Wars movie premiered in theaters in 1977, the galaxy far, far away has inspired passion in fans worldwide. Decades later, with 6 live-action TV series and 9 animated ones, the release of a new Star Wars movie is still a huge deal. Lucky for us, there are more live-action films on the way, in addition to the 11 that already exist. The 9 films that make up the Skywalker saga, and 2 standalone movies, Solo and Rogue One. But how do those 11 movies stack up against each other? Keep reading for one fan's humble ranking, which I'm sure you'll agree with completely, and will praise unanimously.
He knows what the fuck he's about to do.
Yeah. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, shit.
Love all the movies, but I can acknowledge their flaws. This list is based purely on how I feel about them years later. My entire childhood was molded by Star Wars. As a kid, I collected all the action figures, owned all the special edition VHS collections, and even fought Darth Vader as a Padawan at Disney World. These are my fan credentials. I have gone a full calendar year without watching a single Star Wars movie just for a chance to create this list. Truly, I am trusting the Force to guide me in making this list. Spoilers ahead. Here we go. Okay, I already agree with this list. Number 11,
I feel like
last
I
place.
feel like this is kind of how I felt showing M these last couple weeks, because it's like truly like she doesn't have the nostalgia, so she's not gonna pick off the nostalgia. She's purely gonna pick off of enjoyment. So her answers are totally opposite from what ours are.
That's fair. And honestly, again, as we've talked about Ben or M's answers and her favorites, I don't disagree with them. I don't disagree with the placement of a lot of them.
No.
But
we'll get to that.
We'll get into that.
we'll get to that.
Yeah, let's hear this ranking.
11, the War Story.
Solo.
Solo is the only movie on this list that I honestly believe didn't need to exist. Thank you for saying it. The film's high point surprisingly comes from the performances, especially Donald Glover as Lando. He is truly a scene stealer every time he comes on screen. Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo really felt like a young Han rather than a cosplay or impression, which I appreciated. He and Woody Harrelson as Beckett had a great chemistry. The movie answers Han Solo questions that didn't really need to be asked, though. The quest of coming into the light style of filmmaking was a good concept as the movie starts dark and progresses into the light, but the film felt dull and too dark despite that being the goal. Hollywood also has a problem with making casts too big, refusing to allow side characters to be side characters. A backstory for every character, even the ones about to croak 10 minutes later, is still unnecessary to good filmmaking, and this film suffers from that. Of all the Star Wars films, I cannot share one interesting moment that happened in it. Star Wars should never be forgettable, and unfortunately this film was just that.
No, fair. I do kind of
I agree.
That one I do not agree with.
Yeah.
I will say I don't agree with number 10.
I still like it. I don't care. I still like it.
The only interesting thing I think that even happened was the mall cameo.
I don't hate it as much as Chris does, but I do kind of agree with this point that like I don't remember it. Like it's not very memorable,
Right.
And that's honestly where my hate comes from. Han Solo is such an unforgettable character in Star Wars. Han Solo and Chewie are so much unforgettable. Millennium Falcon is so unforgettable. And you made a movie about that, and I can't name you one thing that happens in the movie. I can't, And that's why I hate that movie with such a disdain. Number 10, though, I don't agree with this ranking, but number 10, Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
I don't know about that one.
Boo this ranking. Immediately. Boo that.
Exactly. This movie has its moments of fun action, but that's about it. If I made a top 100 Star Wars moments list, I don't think a single scene from this or Solo would make it. Shit.
Just say you hate love. Sorry.
Right.
I did actually. I think I made a TikTok or something about that, where I'm like, where I was filming the scene where Anakin and Padme are rolling in the sunflowers, and I'm like, oh, look at us, we're all happy and in love and whatnot, and then I get fucked.
Yeah, what?
It does have some sneaky good moments of storytelling, like when Count Dooku tells Obi-Wan the truth about Darth Sidious. Anakin finding his mother and slaughtering Tusken Raiders is well executed. And not just the men, but the women and children, too.
Yeah, we were making that joke a lot last week, too.
Yeah.
Plus, the in the franchise. And the direction of the action is actually top-tier movie making by George Lucas, but the excess of CGI and green screens waters the good direction down.
Better CGI than AI.
Yeah. Episode 2
Amen.
has its moments, but ultimately it's the weakest of the Skywalker saga. You are wrong. The Yoda fight scene got a huge pop from the crowd when I saw it in theaters, but the excitement instantly died down when he started jumping around everywhere. At the end of the day, the CGI clones look terrible, the love story flounders, and the pacing is too hell-bent to sprinkle action everywhere that it misses what other movies did well. The acting and script are the weakest of the prequels, but I at least enjoy rewatching it.
Several problems with that statement.
I
Many
mean, I will
problems.
agree in that it's not like it's probably my least favorite of the prequels, but that's about the
Yeah.
only point that I'll agree with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to dog on it that hard.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad.
Just say you don't
on.
like love.
Yeah.
Stay ready
Like
to
the
stay
scene on Geonosis where we see the clone first come in is probably like one of the most memorable scenes.
Iconic,
Absolute fucking cinema.
Iconic.
I mean, top scenes that I remember from all of Star Wars is the Obi-Annie fight on Mustafar, the clones coming down on Geonosis,
Mm-hmm.
and the Death Star blowing up in movie 4. Those are like the top 3 most memorable moments. But stay ready to stay pressed, my friends. Number 9, Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
You're shitting me.
No. This film is a wonderful tease of what spin-off stories could look like. From top to bottom, it truly feels like Star Wars. The performances by Diego Luna as Andor, Ben Mendelsohn as Director Krennic, and Forrest Whitaker as Saw Gerrera are the most memorable. Little things like having all the characters look like they were from the 70s because that's when A New Hope came out was brilliant. But there's always a but. There is so much to love about Rogue One, especially its commitment to honoring what came before it, but it deserves criticism with what didn't work too. I am in the minority, but I don't think the film is as great as many believe. At least he's admitting that he's in the minority. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
Fair point.
There are plenty of forgettable elements about this film because people remember that spicy Vader hallway scene. No, book talk girlies, this is not for you. Sit down.
God damn it, I don't have my counter.
Okay, that's funny.
He said that so much last week, like it turned into a joke.
Like 8, 9 times.
Yeah, he said it like 8 or 9 times, yeah.
Yeah, by myself, and then I got both of you to say it at least once.
Yeah.
And it starts with a pretty weak lead in Jyn Erso.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm going to read that again because maybe I misread it. And it starts with a pretty weak lead in Jyn Erso. Nope, I didn't misread it. This dude's just an idiot. Who has a very cookie-cutter backstory.
Say you don't like women.
Yeah.
It's only
So, I mean, but literally say you don't like
Literally. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Cookie-cutter backstory because it was laid out in all of Star Wars before the movie was made. So we knew who Jyn Erso was before Rogue One even came out because we know.
Exactly.
The cast itself is also overstuffed and tries too hard to capture the standard rebel group we are familiar with in A New Hope. False, but okay. The second act lags and fails to bond the excess of characters while also splitting them up. Then the final battle misses the mark and the stakes fall flat because it is a prequel and we know even if they don't live, the mission will succeed. I also hate film prequels in general for that. That's the whole idea of Rogue One. If they fail, the mission succeeds. This is a whole fucking reason. Okay. One more. Okay. I feel Star Wars adults exist similarly to Disney adults. Mostly all of the fans I hear say Rogue One is their favorite also add it's Star Wars for adults. The originals and Disney films have always been dark. We're talking about the company that killed Mufasa and had Simba mourn over his dead body. And A New Hope had Luke stare at the crispy corpses of his aunt and uncle. I have no idea what I just read.
All I got is just
What? What?
You know?
I feel like JonTron. What?
Literally.
Like, something here.
I'd probably have to say that Rogue One is in my top 3.
I wouldn't say 3 for me, but definitely top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the film takes itself too seriously by trying to please those Star Wars adults, and in return sucks the fun out of what makes Star Wars wonderful. It also benefits from not having.
It's depressing, don't get me wrong, but it's one of the funniest fucking Star Wars films.
Honestly.
You're being rescued.
Literally.
Now. You are being rescued.
Please
now.
do not resist.
Please do not resist.
Yeah.
Perfect example.
Okay, hold on. It also benefits from not having to do anything too daring visually since it is such a close prequel to A New Hope. By the way, in case it sounds like I didn't, I still really enjoyed the film and will turn it on if it's on TV. Okay, fuck this list. I'm done.
Because nothing is ever on TV anymore. It's all fucking streaming services.
Exactly.
You fucking
also, fuck this list. Wholeheartedly fuck this list.
Amen. Hallelujah.
I don't want to do this.
Warning. Quad breach a lot sooner than you think.
Yeah, a lot sooner than you think. At number 8, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Wrong. Absolute
this
wrong.
guy.
This is on the top of the list, and I will
This
accept
is number
no other
one.
fucking
Fuck
statement.
this guy. Amen. This is number 1.
This guy feels like he's like he watched A New Hope in theater.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
That's what I'm gathering.
Well,
Yeah.
we've got
This guy is old as
We've
fuck.
got a new fucking internet journalist to fucking slander every chance we get.
Hey,
Just
fucking man.
right, you're old as fuck.
Let's
Is
do it.
Jesus your best friend, bro?
Try not to rage bait level impossible right here.
He went to school with Moses.
Did you write this on your cave wall?
He traded chocolate milks with Moses in elementary school.
And Moses said, "No milk will ever be our milk," and then he split it.
Here we go. I think this entry will get the most hate. But I am also learning I am a third act hater when it comes to trilogies.
Thank you for getting.
Holy shit.
Oh, okay. What did he say?
I have no idea.
Because I think this entry will get the most hate, but I am also learning I am a third act hater when it comes to trilogies.
Jesus Christ.
Even Lucas admits he cheated in making episode 3, saying that there is a lot of they fight in the script. That said, Revenge That said, Revenge has the best performances of the prequels. The Opera House scene is a top 10 Star Wars scene for me, and Order 66 is pretty close. John Williams cooks up another classic soundtrack, of course. As a prequel, Episode 3 had the easiest path to finish the story, yet it still managed to stumble into the lava of Mustafar. Wrong.
Oh,
He slapped this guy.
Dots needed to be connected, and some things like Padme having sad girl death disease and Yoda going out like a punk didn't
okay,
sit well with
hold
me
on.
as a kid.
I will
Hold
admit,
the phone.
the sad girl death disease was kind of stupid. I will admit that. I will freely admit that. I
Everybody
did think
thought
that part
that.
was kind of stupid, but
Yeah.
it gets a pass because it's in like the best fucking Star Wars movie of all time.
Exactly.
No. I just want to like yeah, I thought that was dumb too, but it gets a pass.
Yeah.
I need a drink real quick before I continue on because this is
Too bad it's not pineapple, because
it's not
they put,
alcoholic.
well, that too. But I would say too bad it's not pineapple because they put the Master Chief into soda.
And Yoda going out like a punk didn't sit well with me even as a kid. The pacing seems to be all over the place, as are most third acts. Even the opening, which I love, fails to mimic the suspenseful Return of the Jedi opening. Okay, Yoda going out like punk. Yoda did not go out like a punk. He went into hiding. As did all the rest
I mean,
of the Jedi that could hide.
before he went into hiding, he did kind of go out like a punk. Sidious kicked his ass.
That's true.
Yeah.
Not that I agree with his statement, but yeah, Sidious kind of kicked his ass, which is why he went into hiding.
Also, a long documented, unpopular opinion I have is that the lightsaber fights veer away from the magic of the Phantom Menace and becomes borderline silly.
Excuse me?
Exactly what he said.
Hold on.
Excuse me.
Can I get McFucking backtrack with that statement?
We're not, though. We're just going to keep going because, fuck that.
I'm about to get angry and start yelling like I did on Two Captains.
I feel like y'all are going to like M's ranking much better.
Let's just skip the rest of this ranking and move on to the next one.
The first prequel.
Jeez.
The first prequel entry looked like trained swordsmen trying to kill each other, whereas this looks like a fan film and, as they say in the pro wrestling business, is a spot fest of going from one cool move to the next. Okay.
That's the point.
The whole point of a lightsaber fight?
That's literally what that's the point.
This guy.
We're also gonna talk about who the fuck is in this lightsaber battle. It's not the worst two Jedi ever. It's the best two Jedi ever.
Mm-hmm.
The greatest Jedi, Anakin, versus his fucking mentor, Obi-Wan. Okay? Yeah, they're gonna have a lot of fucking fun. Fuck yeah. I love this film. There's an argument that it could be the most rewatchable one. That said, one prequel shockingly works better as a film. Number 7, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Okay. Putting the Phantom Menace above Revenge of the Sith is fucking criminal.
Number one.
Don't get me wrong,
number
I
two,
do enjoy me some Phantom Menace, but to put it above fucking Revenge of the Sith is criminal, and I'm about to start yelling, so I'm just gonna stop.
Number one, and number two, he put all of the sequels above every single movie that's been listed so far.
I was just about to say the same thing. I was just about to say the same thing, because he's going all over the 11 films, which is Rogue One, Solo, and the entire Skywalker saga 1 through 9. And we have not seen 7, 8, or 9 yet.
I was about to say, if I see the sequels at the top of this list,
prequel.
I'm going to kill somebody. And fortunately for you, Ben, and you, Chris, he happens to be the closest one. To kill somebody, and there is somebody who is in pretty close proximity to me.
I think, guys, I might need to go into hiding.
Well, as you see about Yoda going into hiding, I think I can steal that plan.
If the next movies are not in this order, 8, 9, and then 7, I'm gonna flip this fucking thing.
I'm gonna flip this fucking thing. Yeah, for real. I'm just gonna pick up my entire disc and throw it across the street.
The script for this film is actually the best of the trilogy. I'm gonna say it again. The script for this film is actually the best of the trilogy. Wrong.
Oh, this is moderation.
From all the new things like the state long-term opinions. No, fuck this. We're just gonna read the rest of the rankings. Jar Jar
Yeah,
is
just
the worst
read the
character.
rest of the rankings. Let's just take
He said Jar Jar is the worst character. Number 6, Rise of Skywalker. Number 5, The Last Jedi. Number 4, Return of the Jedi. Number 3, The Force Awakens. Number 2,
Really?
A New Hope, and his top Star Wars movie, The Empire Strikes Back, number 5.
Okay, The Empire Strikes Back, I can kind of agree with.
That's fair. That's fair.
But to put fucking the sequels above the prequels is absolutely fucking
In
crazy.
any regard.
And putting 1 before 3 is absolutely fucking dog shit.
This is the worst.
Jeremy Hayes, you are a disdain among Star Wars fans. I need you to know this. I will not rest until your name is lasered out of the history books. You piece of shit.
Okay, and once again, I do enjoy The Force Awakens. But to put it above fucking Return of the Jedi, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm about to legitimately fucking crash out. Like I'm pissed.
This is
I am
Let's real quick before we get M's opinions, let's go ahead and construct our list. Okay, so number 1 is of course Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge. Easy.
Yeah.
Number 2, what are we putting number 2?
I think we're all gonna disagree on this. Because I like the sequels. And y'all can fight me.
Well, I like the sequels
But
too.
I
I don't think they're that bad. Would I put them above the original of the prequels? No, but I still like them.
I'm not saying. I'm gonna be for real. As far as entertainment value, I think they're more entertaining than the OGs. However, I will not put them above the prequels.
So yeah. So for number 2, Chris, what's your take?
Number 2.
Number 2, I would say Return. For number 3, I would say Force Awakens. 7.
Okay. All right, Jesse, what's your number 2?
I honestly have to go with number 2 being A New Hope. I really do like.
That's
I don't know.
I can understand that one.
That's a good rewatchable one. I like A New Hope, and I'd probably say for number 3, Rogue One. I love it.
So my number 2, it's a pretty close tie between Empire and Return of the Jedi. I have a hard time deciding between those two. Because goddamn, do I love me some Return of the Jedi, but Empire is just such a fucking good movie that.
Empire is the slept-on one of the originals. I will say that. Empire is slept-on of the originals.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that because Empire 1 gave us the most quoted line in all of Star Wars. It gave us the big reveal. It gave us
the biggest misquoted line in all of Star Wars.
Yeah. Yes. Probably the biggest misquoted line
if I had to pick one, it would probably be Return of the Jedi. If I had to pick one.
I'd be willing to agree with that.
And like I said, my number 3 would be Force Awakens just because of the nostalgia I had when Star Wars came back in theaters.
Right.
That's why.
That's fair.
And again, like I said, I loved The Force Awakens. I did because it was such a phenomenal fucking film.
Mhm.
You know, it did set up so much. But for my number 4, I'm going to put Rogue One. For number 5, I would put Attack of the Clones. For number 6, I'm going to put The Phantom Menace. Number 7 is going to be A New Hope. Number 8 would be Empire. Just because, and the reason I put A New Hope above Empire is the
Just
Death
say
Star
shit.
blowing up scene.
You're
Yeah.
gonna make me do shit.
So, before you get
and then I
too
don't know
much,
where I put the rest of them.
I'm a
Yeah.
big
yeah,
Before you get too
I was about
far.
to say before you get too far, let me
Yeah.
list off mine. So since I put Return of the Jedi as number 2, I've got to go Empire as number 3.
Yeah.
And then it's a pretty tough choice between Rogue One and New Hope, because New Hope is pretty much what got me started into Star Wars, because me and my dad would watch that like when I was little.
Yeah.
So probably for nostalgic reasons, I probably have to go New Hope next, and then Rogue One, and then Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace, Solo, and then the sequel, and then the sequels in whatever order
Yeah.
you fucking feel like
Yeah.
is my
I guess
personal ranking.
I guess I've given more of my rankings so far, so I can go next. So let's see here. I did New Hope for 2, Rogue One for 3. I'd probably have to go Empire, then Return. From there, I'd have to go Phantom Menace and then Attack of the Clones. Because I love Attack of the Clones, but there's just something about Phantom Menace that I just really like watching. I don't know what it is. There's just something about it. And then just like John, Solo,
And then
rest
the
of
sequels
the sequels.
in
I'd
whatever
probably
order.
put 7 above. I'd probably put 7, and then 8 and 9 are
Actually-
interchangeable.
Kind of agree with you. I would swap New Hope for Empire for me personally for
That's
2.
fair. That's fair.
I love Rogue One too. That would probably be my 3rd. I'm not gonna lie. I also love Phantom Menace, so I agree with you there. I think that honestly, my ranking is about like yours, except I can rank the sequels. Personally,
Fair.
so
I can rank the first of the sequels, just not the last 2.
I can. I hate. I don't like
Last Jedi.
Jesus Christ, the second one. Yes.
Yeah,
I don't like the second one.
that
I
one
will
was
agree with you there.
Yeah, that one
That
wasn't
is
great.
the worst one. I do love Force Awakens, but I'm not gonna lie, Rise of Skywalker Edges is out for me because of Ben Solo's redemption arc.
Fair. That's understandable.
All right. Yeah, I can give you that.
Well, okay.
So-
You guys want to hear? You guys want to hear a real funny story? That involves this.
No.
That involves this one. So late one
no.
night, I want to say this was like 3 or 4 years ago. Me
What
and
the hell
him
did I
decided
do?
to. No, you didn't do anything. It was what I did.
Okay. Okay.
You should remember this
I can
vividly.
breathe. Okay.
But one night, me and him, we decided to sit down and watch The Phantom Menace. So as we're sitting there watching it, I start fucking translating for goddamn R2. And I made him the fucking angriest, fucking sassiest black man you have ever heard in your entire life. And he was pretty much doing that throughout the entire movie. He was just sitting there laughing his ass off because I was sitting there translating for R2 in probably the worst way possible. So yeah,
funniest nights of my
I have
life.
yet to do it
Holy
with the.
shit.
It was like by the time we got around to actually watching it, it was like 10 o'clock. No, it was like 11 or 12 at night, and we're just sitting there laughing our asses off at 1 in the morning at me translating R2 into a fucking sassy ass black man.
I'm honestly so surprised we didn't wake anyone else up.
Well, in all fairness, our parents and our siblings can sleep through a fucking nuclear explosion. So
yeah, that's true.
I mean,
but yeah, it's one of the funnest things to do is to just translate for R2 and just make him just a sass machine. It's great.
Literally.
I've got a similar story. Unfortunately, I did not share this with Ben. I shared it with another friend that, well, I no longer speak to this guy. His name was Tyler. And we're high off our asses one night.
I hit him in his skull. Sorry.
Yeah. We're high off our fucking asses, and we're watching Phantom Menace. And I decide, every time R2 says something, I'm going to fill it in with the most, with some colorful language that would fit the scenario.
See, that's what I did.
Exactly.
But I made him sound like a fucking sassy ass black man, and that's
He did.
Get off the fucking ship as they're trying to repair the star drive. And R2's the last one, and he beeps a couple times. I just sit there, and the first one I go, well, fuck. Me and Tyler just died fucking laughing. I mean, from that point on, and it became, who had the better line. I wish I was a little bit more sober for that night because it was great. Stay on. No. Stay. Bitch. Blink at me one more goddamn time. That's what I thought.
But
I'm fighting my ring light.
What was your ranking again? Because y'all might be pissed. I'm not sure. I don't think so. You said Phantom Menace was your number 1, right? Rogue One is your 1. You love Rogue One. That was like the first movie I knew she'd love K2SO.
Yeah.
She loved the droids. That's what drew her to Star Wars when her dad made her watch the OGs. So I was like, K2SO. Yeah, she's gonna love him. Yeah, she likes C-3PO, so I was like, she's gonna fucking love K2SO. This is how I'm gonna get her into fucking Star Wars, and it worked.
Mind y'all again. M did not really care for them when she was younger. She watched them all
back
pretty recently. This is all M without nostalgia. This is M enjoying them as a brand new fan.
You had E.T. Menace, right?
Yes, it's Rogue One, and then Phantom Menace because Phantom Menace has E.T. in it specifically,
and then Revenge,
and then Revenge of the Sith.
Is that a goalie goal? No fucking way.
Huh?
Ain't the Last Jedi in it? No.
The Skywalker one?
No, which one does he kill his dad?
Which one does who kill his dad? Oh, Force Awakens. She liked.
Okay. Okay.
She's like, which one is it that Ben kills his dad? That one.
Yeah. Force Awakens it's solid. It gets a pass. Yeah.
But she likes watching. She likes watching Han die.
I have a thing.
Psychopath.
Yeah. With
yeah, that is.
Yeah, you have a thing. She has a thing with deaths that take her aback, and that one took her aback. So
just went.
Yeah, it was kind of
it was very
shady. Yeah, yeah. She watched it. To put this in perspective, she watched a show a couple months ago called The Deuce, and it's literally about the 70s porn scene in New York City.
Them cleaning up the square.
Them cleaning up the New York square from porn and shit, or from sex work. And there's a prostitute that literally just fucking decides. She goes out one night and they're like, wow, you're cheap. And she's like, okay.
Because she's gotten out of this.
She's gotten out of the business at this point, and she goes back to her hotel room and just blows her brains out.
And yeah, that I still think about.
And she still thinks about it.
It's a couple months.
So it's like those. It's the shocking deaths.
Yeah.
And that's fair. So I'll give you that.
Yeah.
It's
The
been
shocking
what?
deaths. Yeah.
I think Jedi.
And
The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi.
Okay.
Wait. The Last Jedi, like the sequel, Last Jedi.
I think. I don't
Or you
Okay.
Return to.
maybe it's
That's The Force Awakens.
look. I don't.
She's going on Google right. You go pull up fucking.
Gotcha.
You're gonna find a better like. Yeah, pull up Letterboxd because that's like giving you everything Star Wars ever made, and you're like scrolling for way too long. Yeah, no, yeah. Let's talk amongst ourselves, and then we'll.
Yeah.
I cannot disagree with M's rankings at all. For the simple fact that she watches them purely for an enjoyment factor. She was not.
Exactly.
She does not have the nostalgia there. This is you getting her into it for the first time. Really,
No,
honestly.
literally.
So
We
I'm
didn't
never
watch
going to
the
dog on
OGs.
M's
I
rankings
think
whatsoever.
that's also a problem is that we didn't watch the OGs, and she hasn't seen them since since like high school. So that's kind of throwing her off a little bit. But she has seen them. But she probably needs a rewatch on them, so that's kind of hindering.
There's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the shows though that go along with Star Wars. In all honesty, like rewatching them with Hannah, I've honestly got a new ranking on the shows. Like I thought for the longest time, Clone Wars was gonna be my top tier. And then Obi-Wan dropped, and Obi-Wan's now top of the list wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to get into Andor and the Ahsoka series and the ones that I have not seen yet to really get a good judgment for my show rankings. But Obi-Wan will be top tier, like, forever. Like, even if they never bring it back, if it's just a one-and-done season, I don't care. It's top tier.
Which I think it will be, unfortunately.
My thing is, a lot of this I understand comes from nostalgia, but Clone Wars, Star Wars: The Clone Wars came out when I was going through elementary and middle school. So I was there every fucking week. So Clone Wars will always be top tier for me. Just because I was there when it was coming out, and I was there watching it on Cartoon Network every freaking week.
Yeah.
So
I saw the original Clone Wars movie. Like I dragged my parents to I dragged my parents to the theater to go watch the Clone Wars movie when it dropped. Like I said, like I love the Clone Wars show. I love the Clone Wars movie. It is such a great addition to Star Wars and to the unwritten, unseen territory between 2 and 3.
When they did the final season, like a few years back, picking it up after it had been done for heck, how long it had been? It had been done for years at that point, and then they finally picked it back up for that final season.
Yeah.
And I was there every freaking episode drop. I was there watching it, and it hit me in a lot of places. That I had to experience since I saw Revenge for the first time.
I'm gonna mute and we're gonna talk so I can help her with her ranking. Going.
Yeah. Clone Wars for me will also always be top tier. I just love the clones. The clones are probably some of my favorite, if not my favorite characters in all of Star Wars.
Yeah,
absolutely. Like,
so much.
Again, my favorite clone forever will always be Commander Cody. I love Commander Cody. Like
that's fair.
What drew me into him when we meet him in Revenge of the Sith is his fucking armor. The first time we see him, he's the only clone that really that has that sort of armor on, and that's what I loved about it. And the way the orange and white just go so well together. Like, don't get me wrong, like I love purple. Okay, I love the Space Marines, dude. I wish we'd gotten to meet some of the Space Marines, in Revenge of the Sith that are with Ki-Adi Mundi. because I love that look. That look, the mask, that they have,
the kind of snowtrooper, but
Yeah.
like purple thing they got going on was
the
really cool.
snowtroopers later in the original trilogy, dude, those were my favorites. But it was always been Commander Cody. Mostly because I always loved Anakin and Obi-Wan. Those are my favorite too. So knowing that Commander Cody was always with Obi-Wan, it was like, fuck yeah, this is my guy. This is my guy. And when they released the Lego helmet sets and they released Commander Cody, I bought that and built it. That was the first one I got.
I've always been more
same set sitting in a box down here.
Yeah. He does.
Put off some here. Yeah.
I've also got I went and I bought Commander Cody a custom minifig. It's not like it's
that's sweet.
Lego molds, but it's custom.
Yeah.
It's not Lego whatsoever. But I got a Commander Cody Lego minifig.
That's another thing I love about conventions is you find cool ass custom minifigures like that.
Yes.
That you will not find anywhere else.
Yeah.
Dude, I've got all the Flash family in custom minifigs.
Oh, that's sweet.
Dude.
Yeah, John and I, it was a few years ago now.
It was like 3 years ago. It was like the first convention I went to.
Yeah. We were at Colorado Springs, and we found a Lego booth, and I was like, oh, this is sweet. And I was able to pick up 3 different Spider-Man minifigures and a Captain Rex. I got Tobey Maguire's suit, Andrew Garfield's, and Tobey Maguire's symbiote
that movie,
suit.
I think
that was sweet. Yeah.
I think No Way Home had just come out right around that time too.
It had. I had been eyeing getting that set with all 3 Spider-Men and the Statue of Liberty head, which I did eventually get, but I wanted those figures.
He has it, yeah. Still not as cool as my Lego set.
But no, dude, like when I got a 3D printer, I was so enthused to get a 3D printer because I was like, okay, I'm gonna 3D print clone armor, and I went and
there you go.
I still have the file. I just need a 3D printer that fucking works. Honestly, I can't figure mine out to save my fucking life. I've tried. I'm not tech savvy at all. I'm technologically fucking stupid. The fact that I can do this is a miracle.
Here's the thing. He doesn't do this. I run the technical shit.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't do any of this. I run the technical shit, goddammit.
No one does. Yeah. Oop.
Me, damn it. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is.
The fact that I could run the microphone, though, I hit the microphone and got it going.
And I had to help him with that too. I just want that known. I'm the tech geek around here, goddammit.
Yeah. Like, I have the file. If I can, get my 3D printer working eventually, I'm going to build my suit of armor for Commander Cody, because there's one clone I want to cosplay, it's Commander Cody. And I don't want to print the file myself. Like, I could go out and I could find it probably on eBay or Etsy and, pay somebody that's already done it, print, sanded it, painted it, whatever, I just put it on. But I'd rather do it myself.
So much more expensive too.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, fucking Cody's my favorite. Like, don't get me wrong, when I watched Clone Wars, I loved Rex. I got attached to Rex just like everybody else did. Rex is a badass. We love Rex. But Commander Cody's always been my fucking guy. I love him. Okay, Artie. I love him more than any other Star Wars character, honestly. Like, my top Star Wars characters, Commander Cody's number 1, Anakin's number 2, Jar Jar's number 3, then I'm going to put R2 as number 4, and then give me Luke Skywalker at number 5. Those are my guys. Those are the guys I will live, breathe, and die by.
My number 2 clone guy is actually Commander Wolf.
Oh,
Commander Wolf is a badass, and I love him to death.
I fucking love the Wolf pack.
Wolf is good. Wolf is good. This is going to be obscure, but my favorite Star Wars character and clone of all time is from the very first season of Clone Wars. We see him go out in a blaze of glory. My favorite clone of all time is Heavy.
fucking
And he
heavy.
is
Oh
my
yeah, fucking
boy.
heavy.
He is
Oh,
my
I love
boy.
him.
It's
Ugh.
always the guy. It's always the guy with the minigun, though. And once they pick up a minigun and they
Yes.
start using it in a fight,
Well,
that's the one.
oh hell, yeah, that guy. Who was
Fox.
Fox? That was
Thorne.
it. Fucking Commander
Fox, yeah.
Fox.
Yeah.
He picks up the minigun. He's like, "Father Republic!" It just starts blasting the fucking droids around him.
Blasting the droids.
And then going back to Mandalorian, when that one Mando with the minigun, they get into that fucking
Yes.
fight with those,
And
those
then he
troopers.
shuts the door.
Vizsla.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah, he
god.
shuts the
Vizsla.
door and he fucking takes on the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number one, all of those Dark Troopers, and then the 3 Praetorian guards all on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it
Don't
hits you
stop
hard
those characters.
because with the biggest guy who carries the biggest fucking gun has the biggest goddamn heart. Every
Yes.
fucking time. You see it across all media. Star Wars, fucking Halo. Perfect example,
Yes.
Halo
Yes.
Reach. George, the fucking big one who carries a goddamn minigun, has the biggest
only
heart, and he is
smart one on
the
the
first
team.
one, and he is the first one to die in Reach.
And that's right. And that's why
dude.
I hate
Reach
seeing the
destroyed.
people in sci-fi. I hate seeing the ones with the goddamn biggest gun. Because you're gonna get attached to them, and then they're gonna die. You know
And
they're dead.
and they
You
are.
know they're fucking dead. Their days are numbered. Yeah, God, it breaks my heart every time.
One,
Yeah, see, plus
2, 3. I don't know. They told me to make it count or something. That's fucked.
Jeez. Yeah. Plus, when we look at Mandalorian, oh, go ahead.
I think we might have a final ranking.
We might have reached a consensus here.
I'm excited.
So, Rogue One, Phantom Menace, Revenge, A New Hope, Force Awakens, Attack of the Clones, The Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, Return of the Jedi, and Empire Strikes Back.
Other than the last two, that list actually seems pretty fair to me. Other than the
I
last
actually
two,
give that one. That's a solid ranking. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Am I a
very
little
solid.
butthurt about the last two? Sure, I'll get over it. Fine.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
No, and that's
Uh,
she was like, I like the one where C-3PO and R2 are fighting in the desert, and I was like, okay, A New Hope, you got it.
yeah, that's a new hope.
You got it. Yeah, that one.
You can kiss the lower part of the backside that is my body.
Back down to the cannon. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
What, a droid can't walk down the desert no more? What's that?
Oh goodness.
But
yeah, like I was.
Oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, like I was saying with the Mandalorian and with big heavy guy with Paz Vizsla. I liked seeing that, like in that third season, that kind of like redemption arc that he got during those last few.
He was kind of a dick the first 2 seasons. He was kind of an asshole.
Oh yeah, like he got a little bit when he helped out with the Mandalorian siege on freaking Navarro when they helped Din Djarin escape. Yeah. But from then on, he was basically an asshole until we see Din Djarin help him save his son.
Yeah.
And from then on, he's literally your favorite character of all time.
180. Yeah.
Instant switch. First one to defend Din Djarin and volunteer to help him rescue the kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see his sacrifice right before the last episode, and it's just
it's a
heartbreaker.
It's a heartbreaker.
I remember watching that for the first time. I was just destroyed and just waiting for that last episode to drop.
Yeah.
Hoping that somehow there was a chance that he would pull through.
Because, like, I think they did kind of leave it more or less ambiguous as far as that went. Like, I don't think they actually, like, showed his actual death on screen. I could be wrong. But
we just see him collapse. And that was it.
So there was a chance he could have been alive, but no, they killed his ass.
Yeah. Heartbreaking.
But with that, guys, I think that's going to do it for our episode.
One more thing on The Mandalorian before we close out. I want to see the return of Cara fucking Dune. God damn it!
Amen.
Yes, absolutely.
Fucking bring back Gina Carano as Cara Dune, for the love of
Yes.
God.
Amen.
And real quick, before we close out, all my little pirates out there.
Oh yeah.
All my little pirates out there. The Legend of Aang is on pirating websites, and you should totally watch it because Paramount's trying to fuck them and not put it out in theaters. So you should go check it out because it's not supposed to come out for months, and they leaked it. So it's pretty good.
Is it? Is it really
You should
good?
watch it.
I'll have to give that a shot.
The season
Same.
done, boys.
It is pretty good. It could have been better.
Shocker, Paramount's trying to
Gotcha.
kill another of our beloved series.
Yeah.
Yeah, no way.
Rex.
I mean, thank you, Skydev.
So-
We appreciate it, you dicks.
So yeah, before they scrub the web, go check it out.
Yeah.
Download it if you can.
After this episode, though, we are going to get back to our regularly scheduled Nerdstown episode where we have a list of things to talk about, all drawn out, so we're not just winging it by answer. Hopefully, we can get Jesse back.
Hopefully.
for a couple episodes.
See what I can do.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Nerdstown. Come back to the YouTube channel on Thursday for Two Captains, One Pod. We're going to be talking about Trek in the Real World. I have 3 articles on that, so if you guys want to hear us cuss out some more journalists, online journalists, come check out the Two Captains, One Pod. Check out Theta Squad, episode 2. We are in the process of doing lines for it, so it will be out soon.
We're working on
Happy
it.
Ghost Reviews
Is on pause for indefinitely.
Happy Ghost Reviews is on pause indefinitely, but if you haven't gone and read all of the blog posts and Happy Ghost Reviews, go back and fucking do it, okay? Because he's got.
And even if you
Ben
have,
knows what he's
even if you had read them all, fucking read them all again.
read them all again. Ben knows what he's talking about. That's why he's on this board. He is our movie guy. 100%. If Ben hasn't seen it, it's not worth watching. I'll tell you that right now.
Unless it's a Star Trek. Unless it's a Star Trek movie, in which case go watch them.
Sorry. I'm trying.
This is your mayor, and I am signing off.